Speedway Park. Logan Schuart tries to get by Brown. Brown closes the door on the inside of the Speedway in turn 1. Brad Sweet to the cushion in turn 3. And out of turn number 4, night 2 of the 2020 season belongs to the Big Cat. Brad Sweet wins. Macedo trying to get back by Brad Sweet and move to 3rd. Leader into 3 and 4 for the final time. Logan Schuart will win the final night of Dirt Car Nationals for the World Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. The cushion, gravel down the backstretch for the final time into 3 and 4. Justin Clark will wave the checkered flag, and David Gravel wins. The Outlaws return to racing at the Knoxville Raceway in spectacular fashion. Over a quarter of a mile from his first win of the year, but Brad Sweet still within striking distance. It's going to come down to the final corner. Macedo on the inside, Brad Sweet even lower. They go even down the front stretch, and Macedo wins it by 64 one-thousandths of a second. A big lead down the back straightaway. A row into 3 and 4 for the final time. It'll be Logan Schuart winning the 42nd AGCO Jackson Nationals. Brad Sweet second, Darren Pittman final time. Brad Sweet into 3 and 4. Give him 2 Outlaw victories in a row at the Cedar Lake Speedway. This one worth 20 grand. Second goes to Kerry Manson. Finish clip still a 1.2 second advantage down the back straightaway for the final time. 7th to the win last night, 9th to sweep the weekend at Cedar Lake with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars. Second, oh, they nearly get together there. Allen crosses back underneath him. 1 to go for Sheldon Hoddenshield. Jacob Allen fending off charges from Shark Racing teammate Logan Schuart there side by side. Sheldon out of turn 4. He will win the Gettysburg Clash for the final time. It finally happens for Jacob Allen. He is a World of Outlaws winner. Sweet to the inside. Can't make the slider work in 1 and 2. Back straightaway for the final time. Pittman with 3 lap cars right in front of him. Here's Gravel looking to the inside of Sweet for second. Darren Pittman will win in lap time. Down the back straightaway and into turn 3 and 4. There is going to be a party in Wayne County tonight. Sheldon Hoddenshield wins. The Outlaws return. Shane Stewart second flag in the Champion Oil National Open. Donnie Shaw's a lap away, but Larson is right there. Larson in the bottom in 1 and 2. Kyle Larson looking for the lead out of turn 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Kyle Larson will have a shot in turn 3 and 4. Larson to the high side. Donnie Shaw's down low. Larson tags the wall. Donnie Shaw's will win the National Open with Kyle Larson in second and Logan Schuart in third.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the 2020 awards presentation for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. We'd like to open things with some remarks from World Racing Group CEO Brian Carter.
Well, 2020 is a wrap. What an incredible year of disruption, chaos, a lot of uncertainty. You know, it's been a crazy year. Started off the season with an incredible amount of momentum there in Volusia, run across to Texas on a Friday afternoon, had to shut things down. It was a time of some great uncertainty, but through all of that, we showed a lot of resilience, and candidly, through, like I said, the disruption created some opportunity in that. So on behalf of World Racing Group and the family here at World of Outlaws, I want to thank the teams and all of their families for their commitment through the season. Without the determination and commitment of these race teams to putting on the greatest show on dirt, 2020 might have ended up in a different spot. But instead today, we're celebrating a back-to-back champion with Brad Sweet, something we're very, very proud of, being able to hand that trophy to Brad. It's really been a culmination of an incredible year. We thank you to all of our sponsors, primarily NOS and Lauren Albano, for all of their commitment to helping us see through the season, and all my great staff here at World Racing Group and World of Outlaws. It's been an incredible year. For a time there, we didn't know where we were racing. That uncertainty has never happened before in the series history. We didn't know where we were going to race next. And with some determination and some real resilience, we were able to not only create a schedule of easing back in with no fans, to getting the fans back to the crowd, to having a racing season of almost 100 nights of World of Outlaws sprint cars and late model season that I think people would have told you were nuts if you told them that we're going to do that in April. So on behalf of World of Outlaws, all of our great fans out there, I want to wish everybody, let's close the books on 2020 and look forward to 2021. What you're going to see for 2021 are some new teams on the World of Outlaws Tour. You're going to see some places that we've raced in the past and haven't raced in a long time back on the calendar in 2021. It's going to be a really, really exciting year. Look for that calendar, look for those tickets. Go back, watch all the races on dirtvision.com. They're there for you to watch all winter long. And come back and join us in February. So on behalf of the World of Outlaws, thank you for a great 2020. Looking forward to 2021. Thank you.
First on the agenda this evening, presentation of the NOS Human Horsepower Award.
Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Albano with NOS Energy Drink. I'm talking to you this year virtually from New York City. On behalf of everyone at NOS Energy Drink, I just want to thank you all for your continued and impressive efforts to get back on track this season and putting on the greatest show on dirt. From everybody at Outlaws to the track workers, the drivers, the crew, the families, your hard work and passion and commitment to get back on track this season was inspiring. COVID has absolutely nothing on a driver's fight and spirit. Your human horsepower came out in full force this season, and for that and many, many other reasons is why we support the series and why we'll continue to support the series. I want to congratulate Brad Sweet and everyone at Casey Kane Racing on your championship. I got it right this year. You dug deep and fought hard for that one. Congratulations. And to Team 17, thank you for continuing to represent NOS Energy and kicking ass while doing it. You had a really special season, and I can't wait to see what you all do next year. This year's recipient of the NOS Energy Human Horsepower Award has received this not only for what he's done on track, but what he's done off track as well. This year's recipient is Darren Pittman. Darren has had an incredible career with World of Outlaws, bringing home over 86 wins throughout his career. He has a racer's heart and is the truest example of what it means to be a teammate. He's often found helping teams work on their cars, even if it means scraping dirt before the feature. He is a competitor and leads by example on and off the track. He was one of the first drivers I met when NOS came into the series, and from day one was a class act and someone that I looked forward to seeing race weekend after weekend. Darren, you and your family will be missed at the track every weekend. Congratulations on your NOS Energy Human Horsepower Award, and I look forward to seeing what you and your family do next. Thank you all for a crazy but incredible season. I wish you and your families a happy and healthy holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you all back on track in 2021. Thank you and be safe.
It's time for the Dryden Blood, Sweat, and Gears Award for the biggest improvement in the point standings from 2019 to 2020.
Hi, Dave Klinger, President of Dryden Performance Products. I'm here today to present the first annual Dryden Blood, Sweat, and Gears Award to Jacob Allen from Shark Racing for a point increase per race over 2019. Congratulations, Jacob. Great job.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the iRacing World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series World Champion, Alex Bergeron.
World of Outlaws Sprint Car Racing represents the pinnacle of open-wheel dirt oval racing. Find success here, and you are recognized as one of the greats. iRacing allows drivers the chance to experience the white-knuckle speed of a sprint car and the all-out pace featured in the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Sprint Car Series. This year, one driver conquered not only the car and the tracks, but the thousands of drivers he competed against to get to the top of the iRacing virtual sprint car world. Allow me to introduce for the second year in a row your 2020 iRacing World of Outlaws NOS Energy Sprint Car World Champion, Alex Bergeron.
Thank you, Christopher. But hello, guys. It's a pleasure to be here with the trophy, and it's an honor as well. I'm very grateful for everything. Thank you to iRacing, NOS Energy Drink, and World of Outlaws for putting us up with the World Championship Series on the iRacing service. It was definitely, a hard one, but a good one. And, hopefully next year we can be here and at the real banquet and in person. So I hope to see you guys next year.
We'd like to present the VP Fuel Award for 2020, 10 drums of fuel to champion Brad Sweet, 5 for Most Improved Jacob Allen, and 5 for Kevin Gobrecht Award winner Wayne Johnson. And now the 2020 Jason Johnson Award to Andrew Bowman from Casey Kane Racing with Mike Curb number 49. Time to start awarding some point money for 2020, and we'll start out with 14th in the standings, Bill Rose.
Bill Rose never stops working, never gives in, and never stops smiling. The 2015 IRA and 2018 Buckeye Outlaws Sprint Series champ rejoined the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Tour full-time for the first time in 8 years. He had planned his return to the series for a few years, gathering everything he needed to get the number 6 car back on track. However, that full-time run wasn't in his initial vision this season. Enter the COVID-19 pandemic. It was actually the push that made it happen, as the forced 2-month hiatus gave Rose enough time to get his equipment in line for a season-long tour. With unwavering support and hard work from Amanda Hogstead, Rose balanced running the full World of Outlaws season while also continuing his day job working on houses. A season started off slow, fighting to make features. But with his never-quit attitude, Rose saw an upward trend in making events later in the season and picked up a top 15 finish during a home state visit at the Terre Haute Action Track. Bill Rose ended the season 14th in points and still smiling.
It definitely was a weird year with all the pandemic stuff and everything. I'd never seen anything like that before, like everybody else, of course. But I decided to come out and do this deal this year, and haven't been in a wing car in over 3 years, and it just decided if I was going to go run with the wings, I'd go run with the World of Outlaws. There's nothing else to go run with. So the year wasn't the best of years by all means, but I learned a lot from getting back into it because things have changed in a few years for sure. But as of this year, I got a lot of work to do for next year for sure. We're already getting started, getting cars and stuff ordered and things to get planned out to do the whole deal again next year. That's the plans. I got to thank Amanda and Mike. I mean, if it wasn't for them two, especially Amanda putting up with my butt all year long for sure. But you know, the sponsor wise, I mean, I got to thank All Pro Cylinder Heads, Maxim, Hoosier Tire, and you know, SBS Shocks, and just a lot of little support that I get that way. You know, I couldn't do it without the little bit of help I do get. So, you know, I want to thank everybody at the World of Outlaws and definitely putting on a great year with what we could come up with, because that's definitely been challenging for everybody.
Finishing 13th in the 2020 point standings, Mason Daniel.
At 19 years of age, Mason Daniel did what so many have dreamt of. He joined the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Tour full-time and with his own race team. While he entered his rookie season with less than 3 years of sprint car racing under his belt, the Springville, California driver did have a champion, though, to lean on every race. 122-time World of Outlaw winner and 2001 Series champion Danny the Dude Lasowski took Daniel under his wing as mentor and crew chief. Starting the season strong at Volusia Speedway Park, Daniel tied his career best finish of 15th. Then came a few hurdles. He struggled to make features and break into the top 20 during the spring months, but a spark of growth lit in the summer. Daniel began making features on a consistent basis and finished 13th twice in July at Cedar Lake Speedway and the Terre Haute Action Track. The rest of the season saw waves of ups and downs, yet still that glimpse of growth and progress. He earned his career best finish of 11th at Lawton Speedway in September. Ending the season 13th in points, Mason Daniel is armed with a newfound wealth of knowledge to continue his rise in 2021.
I think this year's been kind of weird with COVID and everything. You know, originally signed on to do 80 or 90 races with you guys, and then COVID kind of killed that. So I don't think we really had the year we wanted to have. We had some success and some good runs, and then struggled a lot in the middle of the year and then at the end of the year. So it was a big learning curve, you know, racing with the best, and it's only my third year in a full-time sprint car ride. So you know, I don't think we ended where we wanted to be, but you know, we're excited for next year and come back out and try again. hopefully have more of a normal year with 90-something races. So we're excited for that, and I can't thank Danny and Todd enough for sticking with me this year and all the work they've done the last couple years and this whole season to kind of get us where we are now. And I think we'll be a lot better going into next year now that our program's more settled out. But I can't thank TrueStar Energy and Fresno Truck Center and Dillon Risk Management enough, and everyone else that's sponsored us this year. So that's about it.
Finishing 12th in the standings, your 2020 Kevin Gobrecht Award winner, Wayne Johnson, who, in addition to that Kevin Gobrecht Award, will receive a set of molded earbuds from Racing Electronics.
Wayne Johnson may not consider himself a rookie at age 49, but this year he added his name to the prestigious list of Kevin Gobrecht Rookie of the Year award winners. Johnson joined the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Tour for his first full-time season in 2020 with 2C Racing. The pair had a slow start in the first half of the year, trying to find their way into the top 20. But progress surfaced in the summer with a 16th place run at Cedar Lake Speedway and a 12th place finish at the tricky Terre Haute Action Track. A few bumps of missing races hindered the team's progress in the following months, but the addition of veteran crew chief Rob Hart helped turn Johnson's season around. He found himself in the top 20 on a continuous basis and had a strong September by finishing 14th at his home track at Lawton Speedway in Oklahoma, and then followed that up with a 10th place run at the historic Devil's Bowl Speedway. His late season performance helped pull him ahead in points and claim the Rookie of the Year title, and in the end, a 12th place points finish. Not bad for a first-year full-timer.
Well, you know, the 2020 season, being a rookie, is kind of, I don't know, it's been a little bit of a whirlwind for me because we, I had bigger expectations for sure, but to be the Gobrecht Rookie of the Year at my age is pretty cool. So I'm glad to be able to win that, but kind of sucks for Mason because I felt like he was really the rookie. But all in all, we didn't have the success we wanted to. But without the car owners, Todd and Kelly Carlisle, they gave me a great opportunity to come out here to do this. I got to thank those guys. I got to thank Maxim Chassis, Paul Kissler for the engines, Outlaw Wings. Arlene and Russell have been a really big supporter of mine forever. And there's tons of people that are involved with this team. So I'm sure I'm missing a few, but I can't forget my family for letting me do this. Sarah travels quite a bit with me, and my kids get to go quite a bit. But got to thank them for letting me, come out and spend this much time on the road. So.
Your 11th place points finisher for 2020, double down, Jason Sides.
Always a source of cheer and entertainment, Jason Sides returned for his 16th full-time season with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars. The 15-time series winner from Bartlett, Tennessee, had an up-and-down year behind the wheel of his iconic 7S car. However, he did see improvements from his 2019 season. Sides brought his average finish from 16th to 15th and finished the year 11th in the final standings, 2 spots better than the last year. Of his 2020 highlights, Sides won the Dirt Vision Fast Pass Dash during the second prelim race of the Jackson Nationals and finished 8th in the feature. A few weeks later, he had one of his best performances of the season at Lernerville Speedway during the Commonwealth Clash. Sides raced his way into the feature by winning the Last Chance Showdown. He then went on a charge from 21st to 7th in the feature, earning the KSE Racing Heart Charger Award for the event. Along with fielding a car for himself, Sides continued his tradition of putting all-star drivers in his second Sides Motorsports ride. This year, they included the likes of Shane Stewart and Tim Kading, who each brought their car home in the top 10. It'll be exciting to see what Sides Motorsports has in store for 2021.
Oh my, that's so bright. Can we turn one of the lights off? It's so bright.
I can turn them down a little bit.
Hey y'all.
I don't have a formal question for you, so there's the prompting.
Paul's supposed to be here. I don't know. Hey, I can't wait for this year to be over. 2020 sucks ass. We got some kind of president that's going to sleep all the time. Oh man, I'm telling you. Really. Y'all know it. It's going to suck for everybody, ain't it? It's good. Glad this year's over. Let's go again next year.
Beginning the top 10 for the 2020 point standings, Craig Kinzer.
Is there anything more fitting than the names Kinzer and World of Outlaws in the same sentence? Craig Kinzer kept that tradition alive again in 2020 by entering his 14th full-time season with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Again, piloting his iconic 11K sprint car, he started the season at Volusia Speedway Park, making his 1,000th career World of Outlaws start. Craig struggled to find his way into the top 20 in the early stages of the season, but found a glimpse of progress at Lake Ozark Speedway by claiming his first top 10 finish of the season. From then on, he continued to find moments of growth throughout the season, earning a podium at Cedar Lake Speedway and then going on a run of 3 top 10s in a row. The rest of the season was a wave of ups and downs as it progressed, but the end of August through September saw the Kinzer Racing team really start to flex their muscles. Kinzer collected 6 top 10 finishes throughout the month, including a streak of 3 top 10s in a row between the Dodge City Raceway Park doubleheader and the series return to Lawton Speedway. After falling out of the top 10 in points last year, Kinzer ended the 2020 campaign once again in 10th in preparation for another season where the names Kinzer and World of Outlaws will be paired together again.
I feel 2020 is just a wash for me. I feel like, gearing up for next year, going to take some time, try and get it a little quicker for the off season. Got to thank girlfriend Michaela, my son Cash, crew chief Mikey, my whole family, for giving me the opportunity to be out again and make it another year. Special thanks to all my sponsors, pretty well friends, sponsors, partners. They're a great bunch of guys with, MVT, Border Tire, DRC, Southern Pacific Farms, Sanders. I mean, you name it, the list just keeps going on and on about people that, continue to support me and continue to let me live out a dream of keeping racing. And, I hope to take a good off season and, hopefully 2021 comes up pretty soon and hopefully we're quick and, just keep moving on.
Finishing 8th in the 2020 point standings, Jacob Allen.
Oh man. In a year darkened by relentless tension and frustration, a light of hope and happiness shined bright for fans around the world at Dodge City Raceway Park in September. After 358 career World of Outlaws starts, Pennsylvania's Jacob Allen finally claimed his first series win in an emotional 1-2 finish for Shark Racing. That win, while significant, was just one highlight in what's become a career year for Allen. He put his Dryden car up front on a continuous basis, finding his way into the Dirt Vision Fast Pass Dash more than 30 times in the 54-race season. Before winning at Dodge City, Allen came close to a potential victory on multiple occasions. He led laps at I-55, Lincoln Speedway, and I-80 Speedway. He had even stolen the front spot from Kyle Larson for several laps during the Ironman 55. Just 1 year ago, Allen weighed if he should even continue racing. He took the off-season and the 2-month hiatus for self-reflection. What he discovered was a new Jacob Allen, a happier, more confident Jacob Allen. He started eating healthier, working out, and the results have spoken for themselves. He ends the season with a career-high best 8th place finish in the points with a new level of confidence ready to take on 2021. Oh man, the possibilities that await for Jacob Allen.
Yeah, definitely a weird year for, everybody. Racing in Florida, then kind of getting down to Texas and then going back home. And then from there, it was a lot of fun. We didn't really know what to expect once we got back out on the road, like what races we were going to actually race or where we were going to be for a while. But we ended up having a really good year, for Shark Racing. And I think I had my best year on the Outlaw Tour. Getting my first win was obviously huge. And, I just look forward to next season. I think there's a lot to build on from this year, and a lot of exciting things from me and Logan. So I can't thank all my crew guys enough. They do such a good job all year long, and can't thank Dryden for all that they do for Shark Racing, and Michael, who builds our motors. He's done such a good job from where we started to where we are now. So I feel like we can always be a contender to win a race, and that's a good feeling from where we started.
Finishing 7th in the 2020 driver point standings, Darren Pittman.
Describing the 2020 season for Owasso, Oklahoma's Darren Pittman as an emotional roller coaster may be an understatement. The 2013 World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car champion announced in September that 2020 would be his final year as a full-time driver. Then the headlines just kept rolling in. Pittman announced he and Roth Motorsports, who he'd driven for since 2019, were parting ways before the end of the season. Shortly after, he announced his return to Hefner Racing for the remainder of the season and a reunion with crew chief Cale Kane. However, he had one more headline to set with Roth Motorsports before switching rides. After making his announcement, Pittman returned to his home state, winning in front of family and friends at Lawton Speedway. The victory was his 86th career win and first of the season. Other 2020 highlights included a runner-up finish during the final night of the Dirt Car Nationals, a third-place run at the Jackson Nationals, and winning the special Elimination Showdown at Cedar Lake Speedway. Darren Pittman spent more than 20 years racing with the World of Outlaws, and in that time he became the 9th different champion and won several prestigious events, such as the King's Royal at Eldora Speedway, Summer Nationals at Williams Grove Speedway, and the Gold Cup at Silver Dollar Speedway. No matter what the future has in store for you, Darren Pittman, we certainly enjoy the ride and say thank you.
Yeah, obviously 2020 was challenging from a series standpoint and teams, drivers, as a country as a whole. So I think, we did the best we could to get through it, but obviously it was pretty challenging. So from my standpoint, just got to thank Dennis and Teresa Roth for giving me the opportunity to drive for them in 2019 and, for a majority of 2020. Brent Ventura, Tony Barkman, Stephen Ham-Riley, Scott Vogelson, the crew guys on that team worked hard and unfortunately just weren't able to get the success and the chemistry that we were looking for. And then obviously got to thank Mike Hefner and Cale Kane and Heath Moyle for coming in and allowing me to finish out the season and finish it the way we did. So obviously we would have liked to have had a lot more success. But it's tough out here, and the competition's as good as it comes. So we're looking forward to what the future holds, no matter what that might be.
Finishing 7th in the owner point standings, representing Roth Motorsports, Brent Ventura.
It was definitely an up and down year for us. It was probably more down than up. We're looking forward to starting fresh in 2021 and try it again.
We move into the top 5 in the point standings, and coming home in the 5th spot, Carson Macedo.
After winning the 2019 World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Rookie of the Year title, Carson Macedo hit the ground running in his sophomore season with Kyle Larson Racing. The Lemoore, California driver kicked off the season with 3 top 10 finishes in a row during the Dirt Car Nationals, and then went on a run of 23 top 10s in 26 events. One of those included this thrilling victory at Tri-State Speedway during the history-making live broadcast on CBS Sports. Macedo held off reigning champion Brad Sweet by the narrowest of margins to claim his 6th career win. Carson continued to be one of the most consistent drivers through the season, finding himself inside the top 10 on a regular basis. He ended the season with more than 40 top 10 finishes for the 2nd year in a row. Of them, he finished 9th at the Jackson Nationals, 8th at the Summer Nationals, 7th at the Ironman 55, and 4th at the Capitani Classic. In October, though, his team owner Kyle Larson announced that 2020 would be the final year of Kyle Larson Racing. But that didn't stop Macedo and the KLR team from being a contender every week and ending the season on a strong note with a 5th place points finish. There is no doubt that Macedo is a true outlaw, and we should all be excited to see where he ends up in 2021.
obviously, you know, 2020 was a trying year for everyone, but you know, my KLR team did a really good job. You know, Joe, Trey, and Patrick did a really good job all year, and you know, obviously, it's a bummer that you know, KLR coming to a close, but you know, all in all, I feel like you know, Caitlin and Kyle Larson gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. You know, a young kid from California that had a dream of racing on the World of Outlaw Tour. It's pretty cool that they were able to give me that opportunity. And the last 2 years, I had a lot of fun and felt like we accomplished a lot of really great things. So, you know, obviously with everything coming to a close, it's a little bit of a bummer. But at the end of the day, you know, onwards and upwards, and I'm excited for 2021. You know, I'm thankful for all the people that made KLR possible. You know, Tarleton & Son, Complete Parts and Equipment, Durst Incorporated, Lucas Oil, yeah, just everyone that made the two-car possible. It was pretty special to be a part of that team for the last couple of years. So, you know, looking forward to next year, being a part of Jason Johnson Racing with Phil Dietz and Bobby Johnson, and you know, getting back in tune with that team. So, yeah, overall, very thankful for the opportunity that Kyle and Caitlin gave me, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Finishing fourth in the driver point standings, Sheldon Hoddenshield, and representing Stenhouse Junior Marshall Racing for fourth in the owner standings, Richard Marshall.
Sheldon Hoddenshield gave us a glimpse of something special in 2020. Actually, quite a few glimpses. The Worcester, Ohio driver had a career year with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars, matching his previous career wins total in a single season and finishing fourth in points. He was paired with former crew chief Kyle Ripper at the beginning of the season, and the two immediately picked up where they left off. Hoddenshield was one of the most consistent drivers in the first half of the year, earning 20 top 10 finishes in the first 24 events. Then the Stenhouse Junior Marshall Racing team kicked their human horsepower into the next gear. Hoddenshield earned his first win of the season at Lincoln Speedway, and then went on a tear with arguably one of the best performances in the back half of the season. He won 5 times between August and September, all in spectacular fashion. Among them included a thrilling last corner pass on reigning champion Brad Sweet to win at US 36 Raceway, and an emotional hometown win at Wayne County Speedway, where there wasn't a fan in the stands not celebrating when Sheldon parked his NOS Energy Drink Car 17 in Victory Lane. A month later, he hit a milestone of winning in his 300th career World of Outlaw start at Kokomo Speedway, outdueling 10-time champion Donnie Schatz for the big victory. With a newfound level of confidence Hoddenshield has gained in his ability and his team's, there's no telling how many glimpses of something special we'll see again in 2021.
Yeah, definitely odd year for sure for everybody, and good year for our team. To pull off 7 wins and not get a win until July it was good. So happy for my team. Got a really good group of guys behind me with Ripper, Nicholas, and Drew, and having a lot of fun. So you know, can't thank Ricky, Richard, Jennifer, Lauren enough to allow us to have this team and you know, support what we got going on. So looking forward to 2021 and our NOS Energy Drink number 17.
Yeah, wow, 2020 was a year that keep giving, but I mainly wanted to tie it all in with our sponsors, and I know everybody does, but truthfully, they're the only ones that allow us to keep doing what we love doing. So, Lauren, thank you. NOS Energy, they're a dream sponsor not only for our team, but for the sport, and none of us could do it without what they've done. West Tennessee Expediting, Jeff, thank you, perennial sponsor of ours, and they help us go up and down the road as much as we do. And Hunt Brothers, Z-Max, they're coming back on board. That's another thing. We're fortunate to bring them all back. Easy Go. From the bottom of our heart, Ricky couldn't be here today, Jennifer couldn't, but we really appreciate everything, and Dash looking for great 21. So thanks.
Coming home third in the 2020 driver point standings, Donnie Schatz.
After losing the 2019 championship by just 4 points, 10-time World of Outlaws champion Donnie Schatz kicked open the door to 2020 by winning the season-opening race at Volusia Speedway Park. The look of a potential dominant year was there, but instead he and his Tony Stewart, Kerr Bagajanian racing team were tested with another trying season. This year was the first full-time season for the new Ford FPS 410 engine, and while it produced the power shots needed, leading him to several victories this year, its continued development created some hurdles. The team ran into issues of heads not being available for 12 months due to a foundry closing. But as Schatz said, his team did a damn good job of overcoming those obstacles. In one of the best races in the history of the World of Outlaws, Schatz won a war of slide jobs between he, Kyle Larson, and Brad Sweet at Lernerville Speedway. And later on, he claimed his 6th National Open title at the iconic Williams Grove Speedway, which came with a cool $75,000 in pay. Showing there's no lack of speed from his CarQuest 15 machine, Schatz was one of 4 drivers to set a new track record this season, setting the new benchmark at Plymouth Speedway. Although an 11th Series title didn't come this season, his passion to win is still strong, his team thriving, and the Ford motor firing on all cylinders. Or to paraphrase, everyone better watch out for old 10-time in 2021.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question 2020 isn't what any one person in this industry, sport, this planet had expected, but pretty incredible to have the season we did. As a whole, as a group, as an industry, with what was challenged in front of us. I'm extremely proud of all the work and the effort that Tony Stewart, Brett Frood, Jared Frood, Misha Geisert did to be able to keep our platform going and keep us racing and hit the shows we did. We had a major building year for development with everyone at Ford Performance, Mark Rushbook, Ian, Christian, those guys gave us a platform to build a new dirt sprint car engine, and it's been a challenge. It's been a lot of fun. We've gotten ourselves in a spot where we're over the hard part, we're over the hurdles, and now it's a fine-tuned scenario. So pretty happy about that. But the guys that have been a part of that, Steve Swinson, Brad Alexander, Jacob Weaver on the 15 team have out-exceeded themselves as always. Maybe don't have it in the stats for 2020, but you know, for personal satisfaction, we do. Everybody that's been a part of it, Andy Durham has worked his tail off, Rick Warner, Ron Shaver have all worked really hard to get us in a position where we were able to win races and try to develop a new engine at the same time. So those guys deserve some accolade, and all of our partners. We have a lot of partners at Tony Stewart Racing, and everyone at Advanced Auto Parts, CarQuest, Digital Allies, Sage Fruit, Ford Performance. And I have sponsors that have been with me since day one, Bell Helmets, everybody at Hoosier Tire. There's just so many people to thank. And the fans. It's been a tough year for the fans. If you look at this weekend's event where we couldn't have fans in the stand, there were still a few. But the people at home that watched it on Dirt Vision, thank you guys. We all have a fan support system too. For me, that's my mother, Diane, who is at every race. She works her tail off to make sure everybody gets all the apparel they want and all the souvenirs and gifts. And Doug Ryberg, who does a tremendous job of keeping my rig at all them tracks. So look forward to seeing everybody in 2021, and hopefully it's a lot more applicable than what 2020 was.
Your runner-up in the point standings in 2020, Logan Schuchart.
When Logan Schuchart arrived on the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car scene 6 years ago, he simply wanted to race with the best. But in year 7, he and his Shark Racing team were one of the best. The Hanover, Pennsylvania driver kicked off his season with a win at Volusia Speedway Park before racing took a 2-month hiatus due to the pandemic. But when the series returned to racing, Schuchart picked right up where he left off, grabbing the points lead for the first time in his career at the Knoxville Raceway. He opened the season with 6 podium finishes in 9 starts, including another win at Lake Ozark Speedway. However, that strong start hit a wall at Beaver Dam Raceway when Schuchart made a mistake that took him out of the race and cost him the points lead. There was no quit, though, from he or his Shark Racing team all year. They rebounded a few weeks later, winning the Jackson Nationals, Schuchart's first crown jewel victory and his 20th career win. Soon after, Logan went on an incredible run of 24 top 10 finishes in a row, which included a win at the Terre Haute Action Track and the historic Devil's Bowl Speedway. In that time, he also reclaimed and lost the points lead to reigning champion Brad Sweet. Once that points lead evaporated at the Houston Speedway, though, Logan Schuchart never let Sweet feel comfortable, keeping the pressure on him each weekend. While his valiant championship effort may have come up short this year, next year begins with Logan Schuchart as a prime-time title contender.
Our 2020 season was definitely not one to forget. It's you know, crazy year, but it's just another step in Shark Racing's journey. So, you know, for as long as I can remember, you know, being at the World of Outlaw level and be a World of Outlaw competitor, you know, fight for World of Outlaw wins, and you know, ultimately fighting for a championship is where I wanted to be. So, you know, this is our 7th year. We finished up our 7th year with our 7th win of the season last night. So I just couldn't be prouder of this race team. And you know, we set some pretty high goals this year. You know, with missing a few races or missing a few months at the beginning of the year, we were still able to achieve a good many of those with, you know, winning a Gator in Florida, winning a big race with the Jackson Nationals. You know, we just wanted to get better at some of these places that we struggled at here in the past, and just be consistent and show that we belong, you know, on this level. It's been an awesome year and made possible by, you know, the people that support this team. Everybody at, you know, our partners at Dryden Performance Products, with their, you know, all their support, you know, their products and, you know, everything that we use in the race cars. Last night was our first race. We were able to have Dave, Al, Gene at a win, so that was a pretty neat experience, and great to have them with us. NGK spark plugs, building the best spark plugs. Layla, Jackie, Beth, Brian, everybody on that team. We were able to have C&D rigging with us this year. Kevin and Doug traveling to a lot of races and supporting us, and we look forward to our partnership in the future. Mark Pell, been on my go-karts, you know, since I was a young kid, on my grandfather's cars back in the day, and still continuing to help this race team and get us down the road. Michael Newman builds our engines and does a fantastic job. You know, everybody that you know, partners with him and with all the parts, and all pro aluminum heads, BAM lifters, Walker filtration, Diamond pistons. You know, we had fast race cars all year, Triple X race cars. You got to thank that whole group, Willie and Cole Kane with Kane shocks, Smith titanium, you know, keeping our cars light, and also, you know, making them strong. You know, we have the best brakes in the business, so big thanks to Nikki and Stevie. Dave Eli and everybody at DMI building us great components and keeping our race cars strong. You know, we were very limited DNFs this year. And Wade at Kaiser Wheels. We have a great group of, you know, product sponsors and everybody that's a part of this race team. My grandfather, Bobby Allen, for giving me this, you know, this opportunity again for a 7th year. You know, still that little kid that looks up to his grandfather, and you know, fortunate to have him by my side for every race. My teammate Jacob, I couldn't ask for, you know, a better teammate, especially this year, with his, you know, will to work hard and not let himself get down and come back with a you know, a fantastic attitude, and it made me want to be a better race car driver. Our guys, everybody that helps out, Tyler Garber, you know, his leadership with our team and our guys in the work area and in the crew. Brendan, his first year this year, able to have him. He's a pretty good guy for an Ohio State fan. So, and then my guys, Ron and Ben, you know, to be on this tour, and it's a pretty grueling schedule. So to have them, you know, work their butts off for me all year long. And you know, they've been best friends since in 2nd grade, and now they're working on, you know, our race car together. So that's pretty neat, and you know, just thanks for all the hard work. And I know you guys share the same passion as I do to keep working and get better and want to be on top. So you know, happy to have all the support I do from my family, my girlfriend Summer, with all her help on the road, my mom with merchandise, my stepdad Bill with all his behind-the-scenes organization and you know, supporting our sponsors and everybody that puts us on the road. My dad and the rest of my family watching at home on Dirt Vision, getting to the races that they can, late night texts, and that all goes a long way. So, you know, I just have to thank the World of Outlaws for everything they've done this year, getting us on the track. It's a hard year for everybody. You know, I love being a part of this team and the World of Outlaws and you know, fulfilling a dream that I had since I was a little kid. So also saying that our, you know, thoughts and prayers are with Chris Dolak and his family. Keep on smiling, bud. And just a special thanks to all our fans, everybody that, you know, makes this possible, that, you know, we can be a part of this you know, sprint car racing, what we love, and without the fans we wouldn't be able to be out here and enjoy this like we do. So it's an honor to be part of the World of Outlaws, and I'm looking forward to being in Volusia and getting back after it. So thank you.
Coming home second in the owner standings for 2020, Jason Johnson Racing, and here to accept that award, David Gravel.
Yeah, you know, this year I had a lot of exciting things going on, and was expecting to miss a decent amount of races, and with COVID happening, I only missed 3, and with the team having Parker to fill in for me, new crew guys, we just didn't know what was going to happen, and it turned out really well. We were extremely consistent, didn't have any DNFs. I don't think we were in many B mains all year, so it was a fairly smooth year. Got to win some races here late in the season, and really got going good. So it was a good year considering. It's been a great 2 years at JJR. I got to thank Philip and Bobby for all they do, Craig and Deborah Johnson for all they do for me, and Clyde, Nate, Patrick last year, Tyler last year. Had a lot of fun, made a lot of good memories. As a sprint car driver, it's one of the easiest jobs I've ever had, and had a lot of fun. So can't thank them all enough. There's 25 or 30 sponsors to thank, and I'll probably forget them. So I just got to thank everybody for making it possible, especially Sage Family, Jonestown, Mesilla Valley Transportation, JRC Transportation, Durst Family, Boyd Family, Walker Performance Filtration, High Performance Lubricants, Kistler Engines, Tiger Towing. The list goes on and on. If I forgot you guys, sorry, but thank you for everything for a good 2 years, and excited for next year, but hopefully we put 2020 and COVID behind us and you know, move forward, because we have a lot of exciting races to fulfill this year, and hopefully we do. So thank you.
And your 2020 World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series champion, Brad Sweet.
In the history of the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, 5 drivers had won multiple championships. Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell, Mark Kinzer, Donnie Schatz, Jason Myers. Now add a 6th name to that list, Brad Sweet. The Big Cat claimed his 2nd consecutive title in 2020 and gave Casey Kane Racing its 3rd championship. He opened the season with a win at Volusia Speedway Park and earned his 2nd Big Gator championship during the Dirt Car Nationals. Sweet then went on a tear on the first half of the season, winning 7 races in the first 19 events, including weekend sweeps of the Beaver Dam Raceway and Cedar Lake Speedway. Then, Brad experienced something that hadn't happened since 2013, before he was even a full-time driver. 3 consecutive DNFs, which cost him the points lead. Ever resilient, Sweet and his KKR team rebounded with numerous podium finishes in the back half of the season and a big win at I-80 Speedway. Their consistency and never-surrender attitude helped the Big Cat land on his feet once again, holding off Logan Schuchart and Donnie Schatz to the end of the season at the World of Outlaws Last Call. If you want a glimpse of how their 2021 season may fare, you may have already seen it. According to Brad Sweet, they're already working on that throughout this championship season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously 2020 was a year to overcome a lot of adversity for a lot of the teams, you know, the whole World Racing Group organization, and luckily we got a season like we did, so it's great to be standing here and be a 2-time champion for sure. You know, it was an up and down year for our Napa Auto Parts team. We had a lot of success early on in the season, had a lot of momentum on our side, and then
had those DNFs in the middle part of the season, and it definitely, we lost a little bit of our confidence, and struggled through the middle part of the season a little, and then at the end of the year we were able to come back on pretty strong and capitalize and get the championship, which is kind of a nice silver lining to kind of a rough year. So I just can't thank my guys enough. I can't thank Casey Kane Racing, Justin Adams, and my guys, Eric Prutzman, Joe Mooney, and Andrew Bowman. They worked their butts off. So I just can't thank all of them enough. I'm just really proud of the effort, to overcome the things that we did this year. And obviously, we got to thank all our partners. It's not possible without Napa Auto Parts, Team ASD, Curb Records, Factory Cane, Maxim Chassis. Rob Capetta gives us, the engines to win the races, and we had a few issues this year, and he is on top of it, and we can't thank him enough for all the hard work. P1 for my race suits, got to thank them, and just really excited to get 2020 behind us. Really looking forward to getting back to some normalcy next year. I really hope everything gets rolling, and we get to race for the Crown Jewels, and we get a normal 80 race, 90 race schedule in, and hopefully we can be standing here again in 2021.
So that concludes a very different 2020 season, but it was fun all the way through. We look forward to seeing you in 2021. That'll do it for us in 2020 with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series.